GardenStateWeather.com forecaster Robert Smith with video discussion part number 2. The reason is, first of all, the video part 1 was very long, and number 2, I had a system crash this morning, and thank goodness the video was saved and then uploaded to the server. So we're going to continue with the video forecast discussion for Thursday, May 1st, 2014, right now. NamWRF composite reflectivity forecast from Penn State's eWall site shows the rain exiting this morning. We have scattered cloud cover, breaks in the overcast during this afternoon, temperatures soaring into the upper 60s and low 70s, especially away from the water. And it's going to be a beautiful afternoon with breaks in the clouds and a southwesterly wind veering off into the west this afternoon as the trough axis passes through, and then eventually the cold front this evening. Could be an isolated shower or low top thunderstorm across the region during this afternoon, but it will be widely scattered. We're expecting less than 1/4 of an inch of precipitation, and the cold front should move through the region, and we should get into breaks and patches of clouds during the overnight hours. And then by tomorrow morning, just some cirrus clouds left over. We still have the upper trough here and the upper low here across the Great Lakes to swing through, and most of the moisture associated with this will be out into basically Canada, and with the frontal boundary now off the coast, tomorrow morning temperatures will rebound nicely into the 60s once again, with some scattered cloud cover during the afternoon hours across the region as an upper trough axis moves through, and then clearing skies for Friday night and Saturday. Just an increase of high-level moisture, maybe some cirrus clouds across the region, maybe even some lower clouds across the region too, as basically we still have a westerly flow, a downsloping southwesterly flow, and another trough axis swinging through on Saturday. And it's going to be problematic over the weekend with widely scattered clouds and a few scattered isolated showers across the region, especially during the afternoon hours, both the Friday afternoon, Saturday afternoon, and Sunday afternoon, with temperatures near or at above seasonal levels. And that's as these weak disturbances or short waves move rapidly to the north and east. Most of the moisture associated with these will be left to our north and west, but still any of these could provide an afternoon diurnal shower or thunderstorm any afternoon Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, but beautiful weekend nonetheless for just about everyone. Next 8 to 10 days still features quite a little bit of convolution in the models. This is the 8 to 10 day 500 millibar means from the European, the GFS, the CMC, all kind of showing the same thing, a very active Pacific pattern. We still have very warm temperature anomalies south of the Aleutian Islands. That's a positive PDO. And as a result of that, we're going to find cutoff lows developing in the Pacific, moving into the west coast, and then eventually carving themselves out in the mean here across the continental divide through the central and southern plains. This is going to mean more active weather is on the way for the central plains, more of these cutoff lows moving up towards the Great Lakes, and that means plenty of rainfall is going to be once again reintroduced over across the region. But we're still noticing for the short term, especially this weekend and into early next week, that high pressure will be building across the eastern United States as the cutoff low and deep trough now develops across the continental divide and west to the west coast in the Pacific. But again, this pattern is one that's convoluted. It's going to be a pattern reload, and eventually we'll get it from that break of warm air and near seasonable temperatures back into a rainy period once again. GFS maps into motion now. Here's our deep low. This has been responsible for 100+ tornadoes across the area, extreme flooding, 24 inches of rain across Pensacola, Florida yesterday within a 24-hour period. I mean, this is to see the pictures on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube videos and news on NBC, CNN, it's Fox News. It's been heartbreaking that this event here, this storm system, this cutoff low now entering the Great Lakes, has been responsible for millions of dollars, billions of dollars actually, in damage from the Midwest all the way to the East Coast. It's just been an incredible late April storm across the region. Here goes the rain out of the picture. Here comes the trough and cold front through the region late this evening into early tonight. The low continues to spin away to the north and east. Ridging builds in for tomorrow. Temperatures with sunshine getting back into the 60s across the region, 60s again on Saturday. Could find an afternoon shower or thunderstorm as these weak disturbances race through the region. Here's one seen on Friday afternoon, moving through the northeast with an isolated to scattered shower across the region. And then again on Saturday afternoon, we could find the same thing as the low continues to deepen south of the Hudson Bay area into southeastern Canada, continues to weaken, but sends spokes of these vorticity maximums to the east. None of them are very strong, but an isolated shower or thunderstorm is still possible even on Saturday night and Sunday morning as a cold front races through the area. And then again on Sunday night into Monday morning as this whole system sends another weak disturbance and cold front through the region on Sunday night and Monday morning. We could find another batch of showers and even a thunderstorm moving through the region. Then the heights build, and next week at the beginning looks nice with high pressure building in across the Great Lakes to the east coast. And we get out of that trough axis and into a more zonal flow with disturbances racing across with a warm front developing later Tuesday. Tuesday night or early Wednesday morning, we could find more rain developing if this holds true as the warm front develops to our west and then sleeks its way to the eastern United States, especially the New Jersey, New York City area with a wave of low pressure on it. And then that storm system that we told you about off the west coast now begins to deepen rapidly across the Midwest once again. Find an active weather pattern once again setting up for the central and southern plains. As the warm front makes its way through, here comes more trouble late next week. More severe storms develop across the central and southeastern United States as this low begins to march up towards the Great Lakes once again, and then just periods of wet weather setting up for late next week into next weekend once again. So that's going to do it for this Thursday. Busy man I am this morning. Started off at about 4 a.m. this morning. For Garden State Weather and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, remember that most people are otherwise. You, my friends, are weatherwise. And you can find all the latest live details, Twitter and Facebook. All of that stuff is on both websites, Garden State Weather and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com. I'm forecaster Robert Smith. We'll be back in video form with all your weekend details and a pleasant forecast coming up for most people over the weekend tomorrow morning. Have a great Thursday, and welcome to May, folks.